It's time for Thunderbolt football. Let's get ready for kickoff.
Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Coach's Corner. My name is Fred Melendez, and this week we have a really good game to talk about. Last Friday at the Mustang Corral, the Millville Thunderbolts taking care of business. Back and forth game that it was, a very competitive game all the way through, and Millville came up with a 1-point victory, 22-21. We have head coach Bert Ayala here to talk to us about this game, and I really want to focus on a lot of details in this game, Coach, because this game had all sorts of twists and turns that made it the interesting game that was. Very first play of the game, you get the interception. I think it was Ronald Saunders who made the interception.
Mm-hmm.
I remember you did the same kind of thing against Atlantic City, an early interception that helped set the tone. So you guys seem to come into these games prepared, so that's a good thing.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a matter of capitalizing on it afterwards, and we just haven't been able to do that just yet. Defensively, I thought we played really well.
Yes.
So Ronald coming out there for his first start at corner, everybody was really excited for him. I mean, this is a dynamic player that people I don't think have gotten to see really truly yet. So, for him to make that first play, that's a great momentum.
That's a great way to start a game anytime you start it. Then, of course, Mainline got an interception of their own, and I do want to talk. Here's the play. Just a great read, and the broadcasters.
Yep.
They mentioned how he kind of high-pointed the ball perfectly to make that interception possible. So very good play on,
he's a good
on
athlete.
his part.
Great job, great technique. Get his eyes back around, and then just played it very well. So that's a good receiver out there too.
That's great coverage because you had the double team as well. But great play by Saunders to get your team started on the right track. As I mentioned, though, the interception that Mainland got. I'm going to ask you right first thing. How is Jaden Reyes?
He's
okay?
Good. Yeah, he's good. He's good. I mean, a little sore, but that was a very dirty hit that we will be reporting to the state because it was unacceptable after the whistle blew for a kid to do that. So we were very highly disappointed at that. And I mean that's a quality program, so I'm assuming that they don't teach that, but that's how you injure somebody, and that's just unacceptable. And but the thing is that same kid did a couple things later on in the game that were dirty as well. So it just speaks to the kid's character, and it's just disappointing. I mean, coming from a program like that.
Yeah, we're not going to mention names as far as that kind of stuff is concerned, but as we're seeing here, the interception made, the guy returns the interceptor returns it for a little bit. And then,
I mean, listen, look, he's down here, whistle blows. You can see him. He continues his path. Yeah. And I mean, granted, he may not know maybe that, or he didn't hear the whistle, but you just don't undercut and low cut guys like that. Right. That's just bad, Yeah.
That's just that technique should not. I don't know if he did it on his own because, like you say, I don't think they teach that anywhere.
Nah.
So
if they teach that, then that's just bad coaching. But I doubt that Coach Smith teaches that. I don't think he does.
Well, then Mainland, of course, they drove down the field pretty well, but it was a great job by your defense to stop them from scoring from the 1 yard line a couple times, a 4th and 1 and the little pop pass that didn't connect. You guys really did a great job of standing up at that 1 yard line.
Yeah, I think our defense came in ready to play. They had a point to prove, and they made it happen when we needed it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mentioned the name here. Andrew Pinnock, talk about what he means to the program.
Young man who really worked hard in the off season, in the weight room and put on the weight that he needed to be able to withstand those trenches. So bright upside, we're happy, and we're waiting for this moment for him to kind of pop out, and he played a big part of the success of our trenches there. And
you have to love the fact that your offense took control after that. You go 90. You don't often see a 99-yard drive, and we're going to go through some of the key plays. One of our player guests, of course, Robbie O'Connor, the quarterback, did a few good things in that drive. A 13-yard pass to Reggie Holly on 3rd and 6. That's always, anytime you convert a third down, especially from your 5-yard line, that's a big play. Then, of course, we had a 10-yard pass from O'Connor to Jaden Days. Aiden Dawkins, we're going to talk about him a little bit. He broke free for a 14-yard gain. The size of his body is nowhere near the size of his heart, is it?
Nah.
He just has the kind of heart that you love seeing in a running back.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's always been a dynamic, tough player. So, he definitely plays bigger than what his measurables may be. But yeah, he's a tough kid, and we're just fortunate to have him here.
Then Robbie O'Connor hitting for 13 yards to Reggie Holly. A false start penalty that puts you back a little bit, 3rd and 10. And what happens on that for Mainland's 45? Reggie Holly, I love this play. Yeah, you hit the pass at the 40-yard line. He got another 20 yards on his own, basically, breaking 4 tackles. What did you see on that play that you really enjoyed watching?
I mean, listen, I mean, that's what he does. He's, he's good for that yak, So, I mean, anytime you get the ball in his hands or our athletes' hands, we know that they have the ability to make something happen after the catch. So, and that's just what he did there.
That's a great run after the catch for sure. 3 plays later, 3rd and 11. Robbie completes the post pattern to Jaden Days for the touchdown, 21 yards, and you complete a 99-yard drive to get on the scoreboard. That has to be a big moment. We're going to watch the touchdown play here. Good drop back, good cover, good blocking by the lineman, and this is just a great effort there to get into the end zone.
Yep, I mean, we just caught him. We, had a good concept there, and Robbie just took his 3-step read, saw what he had, and just went with it. So it was a great job across the board, great drive.
As far as that drive goes, I mean, you saw a lot of different players contribute to that drive. So, and talk about that offensive line getting it done as well. Who was on the line at that time?
Well, we've been making adjustments on that offensive line, trying to figure it out. And so we have a freshman at center, Adrian Torado, and then we moved our other guest here, Rylan Harris, to left tackle, and then you have Isaiah Johnson at left guard, Jaden Reyes at right guard, and then big Isaiah Thomas over at the right tackle spot.
And then, of course, right after the touchdown, you had you got a quarterback sack on Franchini, Jaden Jones, and Nashon Jones. Can we call them the Jones and Jones Corporation? Because they seem to come together a lot of times on those defensive plays.
Yeah. Look, Nashon Jones is another one. That young guy, only a sophomore, and seeing large minutes right now. So I mean, we're kind of a young team, believe it or not, and which is good. I mean, for later on, but these young guys are getting a lot of experience. So somebody like Nashon Jones, having the experience and building up the confidence is only beneficial for him in his future.
And of course, you have to love the fact that after your offense goes that distance, that the very next play on defense, you get a stop like that.
Yeah.
It kind of sets a good momentum. Does this team just pick each other up all the time like that?
Yeah. I mean, listen, they're working at it. They're we still have some things to continue to fix, but yeah, I mean, they did a great job in that game, kind of just staying the course and being together and fighting through adversity.
Okay, and then just want to mention another player that really made some key hits, Kenyatta Wilder. Is that how you say his name? Wilder. Yes. He made a great tackle on DiBiaso on one of those sequences there. So what kind of attitude does Kenyatta bring to your team?
He's OBG. Yeah, he fits the mold of what we are and what our city is, and Kenyatta's a senior, so he's been kind of behind guys and waiting for that moment to kind of shine, and now he's really kind of thriving in that and really making the most of his opportunities.
Now, of course, every game has a little adversity as well. You had the opening series of the third quarter, a fumble happened, and of course, I think it was Mainland that capitalized on that a few plays later for a touchdown. Nonetheless, how do you recover from a turnover like that? I mean, do you just come out and tell your offense? Well, I'm not going to make a point. Here's the Mainland touchdown after the fumble recovery. They only had to go 26 yards, and it was off screen there, but it was caught. That was a touchdown play, and they got the extra point to make it 7-6 at that time. But the fact is that your team again just found a way to come back after that. Let's take I'm reading some notes here because I want to make sure I get all these things correct. That 26-yard drive got them on the scoreboard, gave them the lead after that. And it just seems like like I say, adversity is going to happen. Fumbles, turnovers are going to turn the game around a little bit. They seem to have some short fields, but yet your defense played as hard as they could in spite of all that.
Yeah, well, Coach Core does a great job. I mean, he's always says, they got to be the firemen, so they got to go out there and put out the fire. We sometimes put them in tough moments, and that's not exactly what we want to do.
Right.
But Coach Core does a great job, and his defensive staff does an amazing job, kind of prepping the guys to just be ready no matter what. We can't hang our heads and whine or cry because the offense made a mistake or something happened.
Right.
They just got to go out there and play with the mindset
make the next play.
Make the next play happen. Yeah.
And of course, your team responded very well. Again, we talk about Aiden Dawkins. He got your drive started after that with a nice 35-yard burst to the side there, the right sideline, and 3 plays later, the connection was made with Evan O'Neill for the touchdown play.
Yeah.
Talk about the touchdown play and what you saw on that. If we can take a look at it.
This is Robbie. Reading something and taking what the defense gave him. It's RPO. I mean. He had a good pre-snap read, and he just went with it.
And I'm going to mention the fact that now was that one of Evan O'Neill's first touchdowns, or
so Evan's a senior, and so he was a JV player last couple of years, and but Evan's an amazing young man. He knows everything. You could trust him. He's always going to give you 100%. And the fact that he knows the offense inside and out, and we know that he's going to go out there and run every route at full speed, makes you comfortable with him being out there consistently.
He even scores going in backwards. That's pretty nice to do. I appreciate the fact that you had a few players rush up to him afterwards. Jaden Days, Devontae Smith, Robbie O'Connor, and Reggie Helly all converged on him.
That receiving core is kind of really tight.
Yeah.
They're pretty cool and close with each other, and Evan, everybody loves Evan. So I mean, but they all generally like each other. They all talk. That receiving core is very, very tight, and it's very selfless. They understand sometimes they're gonna have to run off routes for others, or they're gonna do certain things, but there's no selfishness amongst them. And sometimes you don't always get that because every receiver wants to catch the ball.
That just shows you what kind of teammates you have. Everybody just pulling for each other there. I don't usually see that many people converge on a receiving touchdown like that. That's why I caught that, and I said, "Oh, that's pretty nice."
Yeah, we were excited. So I mean, and they were happy for him.
Now, of course, Mainland's not going to go away anywhere. They wound up tying this game. I guess we can go right to that touchdown if we can. Franchitti scoring on just a lane that opened up really quick here to the right side. Good fake there, and you can just see how that lane opened up for him from 5 yards out, so he took advantage of that and got the team back in a 14-14 tie. So, again, Mainland's not going to go anywhere. You knew that. Mainland's got one of those programs that they fight you just as much as you fight them to win. Mainland then took a lead. Chase Hogue, the player here that we're going to watch with this run to the outside, and he just got away from the containment and found his way through, broke a few tackles to get into the end zone, and at that point it was 21-14. That was a fourth quarter play, so they took the lead on that touchdown. The kick was good, so it was 21-14 after that. But your team resilient as you guys led.
Yeah, I mean, we put their backs against the wall because I went for it on fourth down there. It was like 4th and short, and we kind of got stuffed in the hole. Probably should have. More ideal thing would have been just to punt it.
Yeah, well.
Sometimes you have faith in your team, and it's not about them. I mean, I could have just had a better decision in that moment, where just maybe called a different concept that would have been more likely to happen. So. But I put that on my shoulders, and can't put them in situations like that.
In a moment like that, I mean, you got to make a quick decision. Like you say, head coaches have tough decisions to make. You go for it on fourth down, and but you feel confident enough to know that you guys are going to give you a pretty good chance to get that.
Yeah, because it was like 4th and inches. It wasn't like 4th and a long 1 or 4th and 2. It was close, and I'm confident in our offensive line. I just I as a coach can't put us in that position. So I mean, that's something that I'll make sure that won't happen again.
And now, of course, we're going to watch the play of the game, the decision maker, as it will, as this is one of those kind of plays that the quarterback certainly dreams of, right? Like to see one of these long touchdown passes that work out, and you just threw it up the middle there, and there he is behind everybody. Reggie Holly making the catch and just using that speed to outrun that last defender. When you watch these 80-yard touchdown plays develop, what are you going through? But you know what? I'm going to save that. You can talk about that when we get the players section here. But that play itself was just a fantastic call, fantastic execution, and then you had the speed burner.
Yeah. I mean, listen, it's 2 minutes. We were going back and forth saying, do we go 2-minute drill here, or do we take a shot right away? And so we came out in a specific formation, and the way they aligned to it, we were just like, oh, we got this. I was kind of surprised how far over they had the safety to that, away from that trip side. So, and I don't think some people underestimate Reggie's speed. Reggie and Days both have electric speed. I mean, we track them with GPSs. They're both running 20 miles per hour.
Wow.
So we're well aware of what their speed actually is. So consistently in practice and in games, they're getting tracked at 20 miles plus per hour. So, so we took the shot with the mindset knowing if it don't go, we know we can continue to drive the ball because we had success on the ground and moving the ball. So we did it. It worked.
That's what you want. Of course, Reggie, watching him play, I mean, the one play where he broke all those tackles to get the extra, the yak, as you call the yards after the catch, and then watching him just break away here. I think people are going to take note that Reggie Holly is a player to be contended with, that you can't just let him loose like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think they should have seen that from the first game. I mean, he had good moments in that first game as well. But, listen, I think we got great receivers across the board. I mean, you got Devontae Smith, you got Jaden Days, who had an electric game last game. So it's like, you can bracket who you want, but you got to pick your poison because, they're all excellent players.
Now, of course, that made it 21-20. Your decision to go for the 2 points. What the tell us what that was based on.
I mean,
because you could have easily just tried to tie the game.
Yeah, we could have just tried to tie it, but I think my staff was in my ear too, and it was, which was fine because I already had the mindset. We based on the conversation and talking to my OC up top, it was just like, we were like, yo, do we just go for it here, call it a day, and that was the mindset. It was just like, either go big or go home. So, sometimes why do you want to go into another quarter of football?
Absolutely.
You could just put it away, and we were confident in going with what we had, play-wise, so we went with it.
How much time was left in the game at that point? I didn't get to see the fourth quarter, so I didn't get that.
A little under 2 minutes because he scored quick, so it was maybe a little over a minute and a half. Yeah. So.
All right, do we have the 2-point conversion? And take a look at that because you put it in the hands of the right person, that's for sure. We'll watch Reggie Holly do his thing here.
This is him. He pulled this. It's a read.
Wow.
So that's just him doing that. So it wasn't like we didn't call it to there, it's just like him being an athlete. That's what he does. So I mean,
Well, in that position too, when he sees the alignment and he decides to do that, is that something he pre-snap that he's going through?
Yeah, him being an athlete. Yep.
Yeah.
So I mean, we rep that stuff, and through the reps of what we want to do in those moments, it's just he's been coached up, but I mean, it takes an athlete to be able to read that quick and make the adjustments. So
I like the reaction to the play, and then after he scored, the little skip that he did there at the end, kind of like a joyful scamper for the 2 points that put you ahead and gave you the 1 point win, 22-21. So overall, pretty exciting game for you guys, huh?
Yeah. I mean, listen, a win's a win. At the end of the day, and we were just happy to see our guys fight through adversity and play to the end. So, that's a big moment, especially for all the young guys we have around to be able to experience something like that and to see why it's so important to play through to the end. That goes a long way for them.
Okay, well, it was a 22-21 victory against Mainland on Friday. Recapped it as best as we could. We have our player section coming up. We have two great players that we're going to be talking to in a moment. Stay with us on Coach's Corner as we will be back after this.
Family owned, service oriented. Since 1960, Allen Associates has been a leader in insurance and financial services. We provide insurance services to roughly 300 groups, ranging from 2 to several thousand lives in the private and public sectors. With more than 60 years of experience and a staff of highly trained and dedicated professionals, Allen Associates is noted for its ability to build strong, long-term relationships with our clients and the communities we serve.
Allen Associates is the place to see. One-stop service, the best that can be. Whether finance, insurance, health, or medical, Allen Associates will make life so practical.
Call Allen Associates today at 856-692-2250. Allen Associates, your complete health and financial services in Vineland, New Jersey.
It's time for Thunderbolt football. Let's get ready for kickoff.
Welcome back again to Coach's Corner. This is the player segment where we get to feature some of the high school athletes that are playing for the Millville Thunderbolt football program. Today we have the quarterback of the team, Robbie O'Connor, and we have one of the linemen that play in front of Robbie, Rylan Harris. Welcome to the program. I always you got to put that on mute, and sometimes you forget it and you get dinged. But Robbie O'Connor is the Millville quarterback. Had a pretty good day on Friday. I see a progression in your case because you had a tough start in game one, but you've come along and made a pretty good impression in this game. How do you feel your progression is going through the season right now?
I'm just taking every day by day, getting better every day. I know after the first game, I knew I had to be better. I trained all off season for this, and I'm going to continue to get better every single game.
Now you have quite a series of people to throw the ball to. In looking at some of these stats here, you had about 4 or 5 different receivers that you can pick from. Does that make it easier for you to kind of play this game a little bit as far as quarterback? You can go to one, this one, this one.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, all my receivers are playmakers. I have 5 playmakers, and even our backup Ronald, who got the pick in Mainland, he's young, but he's really good. And my starting 4 is great with Reggie, Jaden, Tion, and Evan.
I mean, the names that you have Devontae Smith, Jaden Days, Reggie Holly, and now, of course, Evan O'Neill is one of those receivers. Jasir Patterson, you mentioned. It's kind of like a bounty of riches for you to be able to pick from some of these guys. When you go through your progressions, I know you have the first target you want to try to hit, but as you go through your progressions, how do you view who's going to be open enough to get the ball to?
Well, it's all about the defense's alignment and the play call. So, if the ball is in the middle of the field and I'm just looking for the weak link in the defense and where's my matchup? Where's my best matchup at?
Mm-hmm. And what's it like to have a running back like Aiden Dawkins back there to bust a couple of plays?
Oh, it's awesome. It's awesome. It's awesome watching him run the ball. He's quick and he's super strong. He might be small, but he can pack a punch.
Well, he's again. I love the toughness. I call it toughness when you're, that big stature-wise, but you can't be tackled on the first tackle or the second. You just keep plugging away, and then when he can find that crease to get outside, it's got to be fascinating and fun to watch him escape the line of scrimmage like that.
Yeah, it's awesome watching it. In Mainland, that was a great, cut back run.
Yes, it was. He stepped in and then stepped out, right?
Yep.
Yeah. That's a pretty good talent to have, to be able to kind of turn on a dime and go the other way.
Yeah, it's awesome.
All right. And the touchdown, the 80-yard touchdown, I mentioned it to you. What's it feel like to watch a guy run away like that? When you see Reggie Holly breaking loose for 80, what's the view from your side?
I mean, it was awesome, but at the same time, we've been practicing for that, and I knew he was going to do that. Since before the play even happened, we saw it, like Coach said, we saw the safety too far over, and we knew we had it. And, I said to put it there. That's what I did, and Reggie made a great play.
Very good, very good. Of course, now we also have Rylan Harris with us. What position do you play on the line?
Left tackle.
Left tackle. What's it like to be in the trenches? I mean, I asked all the offensive linemen especially, what's it like to do the grunt work that helps the quarterback, the running back, and the receivers get open? What's it like to be in the trenches there?
It's fun. It's just
Is it fun?
It's fun. It's fun to match up against someone good.
Uh-huh.
See who's better. See who can win the matchup.
So you're not afraid to match up with anybody. You're going to do your job.
For sure.
Okay. Now, when you practice, what kind of things do you practice for that makes you good in the games?
Just my steps with the coach. The reach steps, space blocks, kick steps, just everything. Make sure it's perfect. I'm ready for the game.
And what's it feel like when you get that key block that either knocks a guy down, opens up a hole, or just gets the offense to really flow? What's that feeling like for you?
It's great.
Uh-huh.
Great. Just put someone on the floor and fall on them. It's the best feeling you ever have.
They call it pancaking, right?
Thank you. Yep.
Very good, very good. The other guys that are on the line with you, do you guys feel like you mesh very well in getting these blocks accomplished?
Yeah, we have a great relationship with everyone. The seniors help back us up, help keep morale up, make sure everyone's straight. Fluffy, Isaiah do a great job at doing that.
Okay. As far as when you first started playing football, was line the thing you wanted to do, or did you want to be more somewhere else on the field?
I wanted to be a running back when I first came.
Okay, all right. It's good that he admits that. That's good.
When you came to high school?
Nah.
When he first started.
In
Yeah.
midget league, I had a play. They ran at me. I did good first time, and then they did a toss play. I was in the way, but I caught the ball. And they said, you put him on the line.
Oh,
They gave me one mess up.
you only get one opportunity to
Yeah.
shine, and that's it, huh?
Mhm.
Okay, very good. You guys, of course, you got the first victory, and that's going to be awesome. Of course, we have to flip the switch every week, as you know, and you have quite a task in front of you right now. We're going to go ahead and talk about that. Washington Township, talk about programs. They believe they're defending state champs from last sectional champions. All right, and they're off to a pretty good start. They're 3-0, and they haven't scored less than 40 points in any game. They've beaten Hillsborough, Pennsauken, and Delsey, outscoring their opponents 124-12. Now, I know that those are just stats. You start 0-0, but they have two athletes that are really going to be difficult for you. Talk about their quarterback, Cole Aquino, first. What have you seen? I'm sure you've viewed a couple films on Aquino, and what do you see that makes him a great player?
Listen, I mean, they're a good program. You know, they do a great job over there. Coach Schatz, I know him. You know, they run a solid situation. He really did a good job coming in there and building that program up to where it is. As far as the quarterback, you know, he's been their quarterback. I think it's 3 years now, right? Yeah, I think they grew up together, Robbie. And
Is that right?
They kind of know each other, you know. So I mean, listen, he's a tough kid, man. He good athlete, moves around well, smart young man. It was actually sad to see him get hurt. I think in the was it sectional or regional game? The regional game.
One against, what was it against?
I think I forget what it was. It might have been the regional game.
Yeah.
I don't know. Good young man. Good young man. Always positive. So yeah, listen, we had to account for him last year. We got to account for him again this year. And then the running back, you know, he's got really good vision. Line does a heck of a job giving him holes. I mean, some of the holes I would hope he could run through because they're pretty big. But yeah, I mean, listen, they do a great job across the board. They're tough on defense. They got some dogs on defense that we got to make sure you account for too. So yeah, they're ranked number 3 in South Jersey, and respectfully so. So you know, we got to come in there. It's our first home game, so, and they got to come down to the Ville on a Friday night. So I mean, it goes both ways. So you know, we're gonna come ready to play, and I know they got a little something in there because you know we took it to them last year, and you know they brought back a lot this year. So I know they want to come back and get theirs.
Yeah, I don't think they lost anybody from their sectional championship team.
No, they brought back a lot.
And Colin Beeler's the running back we're talking about. Just statistically, Aquino has thrown 6 touchdown passes, 373 yards passing, and rushing-wise, Colin Beeler, no surprise, he leads the team with 236. So those are 2 players that you're going to have to key on to make sure that they don't stack up the numbers and, you know, give you a chance to win this game.
You got to win in the trenches, and they do a great job with that offensive line. So you know, we got to make sure we read our keys and stay gap disciplined. You know, to limit that running back from him having that success that he's had in the past 3 games.
Yeah, I got to see them against Hillsborough. They look pretty tough then, and of course they haven't lost. They've got 2 shutouts in a row now. 81-0 against those 2 teams. So your plan to take care of Washington Township, what's the key to success there?
Can't turn the ball over. You know, I mean, it's just like the first game. You know, we've turned the ball over in every game. So and they've been tough or they've been tight and close. I mean, I think if we take care of the ball and we execute in every phase like we're supposed to, then I think we're gonna have a good football game. I mean, but it's a tough team coming in, and I mean, if you look at our schedule, I think everybody we play on our schedule is in the top 15. We're top in the state. So I mean, every week is another battle. So I mean, we just take it week by week, and we got a good opponent coming in, and we need to take care of this week.
Competition-wise, are those the kind of teams you definitely want to play just to see where you stand with them?
Yeah. I mean, why not? Why would you want to play any lesser of competition? I mean, I think we've put ourselves, based on where the program has been the last 4 years and 5 years or so. I think we've put the program in a situation now where this is what we're going to get, because we're a consistently sustainable program, so
Right.
we're going to consistently have to play tougher competition because of the conferences we're put in or whatnot. So, I mean, but yeah, we embrace it. I mean, and our coaches love to develop guys and build from there.
Absolutely. Well, we're looking to go 2-2 on the season. We'll see if that happens on Friday. It is a 6 o'clock start at John Barbow Stadium at Wheaton Field. We're going to have that game for you right here on Quinn Broadcasting. So hopefully you can make it out to the game. This is our first home game, so you'd like a nice big home crowd to come out and watch this. If you can't, just tune in QBC, Quinn Broadcasting on Channel 22. Quinn Broadcasting Facebook Live and Quinn Broadcasting YouTube Live. And just to mention again that we are on Instagram as well. You can follow us there on Instagram. Just put in QBC TV and you'll see all the stuff that we're doing on the sports and other things. So again, we thank the players here for being with us. Robbie O'Connor and Rylan Harris. Continued good luck and success throughout the season. I like your approach to the game, though. You just love the trenches. You have to love the trenches to play the line. I fully believe that. And Coach Bert Ayala, thank you for being with us. My name is Fred Melendez, and the game's coming up Friday at 6 o'clock. It's going to be a classic. So tune in or come out to the field and watch. Washington Township coming to Millville to see how they can fare against them. So we'll see how that turns out. And again, we'll have the game for you this Friday. So tune in or come out and enjoy everything. Thank you for tuning in. For my director, Ryan Narowski, we thank you for watching, and we'll be back again next week with more Coach's Corner.
Family owned, service oriented. Since 1960, Allen Associates has been a leader in insurance and financial services. We provide insurance services to roughly 300 groups, ranging from 2 to several thousand lives in the private and public sectors. With more than 60 years of experience and a staff of highly trained and dedicated professionals, Allen Associates is noted for its ability to build strong, long-term relationships with our clients and the communities we serve.
Allen Associates is the place to see. One-stop service, the best that can be. Whether finance, insurance, health or medical, Allen Associates will make life so practical.
Call Allen Associates today at 856-692-2250. Allen Associates, your complete health and financial services in Vineland, New Jersey.
This has been a QBC television production, in association with our partners and sponsors. QBC broadcasts on Comcast Cable Channel 22, and live streams its programming on Facebook and YouTube. All rights reserved by Quinn Media and QBC. Programming that serves the South Jersey market.